Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to remove those hard to remove thick stickers from laptops. Now I think if you've ever gotten a laptop from somebody you knew or you're trying to sell your laptop, you know the story. You've got this laptop and you or the last person who had it thought it was a great idea to put stickers on their laptop. Well, the problem is you don't want this laptop anymore. I mean, when you put them on there, you were sure you were going to keep this laptop, but you don't want this laptop anymore. Problem is, these are some very thick stickers on here. I mean, you can probably see some of them are thinner, but you can see that white sticker is, you can even see how thick it is on the camera. Same goes with this one. There are some thick stickers. There's some thin ones here too. So you've got these stickers right here and you want to remove them from your laptop. Well, there's actually a very easy way of removing these stickers from your laptop because nobody's going to buy a laptop with these stickers on it. That'll dent the value. You want something to look nice if you're going to sell it on eBay or to anyone really. That's one of the rules of selling. You got to have your product look presentable. And these stickers don't make it look presentable. But there's an easy way to remove it. And what you're going to need is you're going to need a razor blade holder. And like I've got one here for the screwdriver. Picked this up at Menards. I picked this up at Menards. And I also picked up some of these red plastic razor blades at Menards. Now these are plastic razor blades, and how they work is it's a plastic, not metal. So when you push down on here, it's not going to remove the finish. It won't scratch metal. It won't scratch paint off plastic. It won't scratch or dent plastic. This very good for removing stuff. So how do you remove these stickers? Well, you're going to want to get these plastic razor blades on here. Pick them up at Menards, but you can pick them up online. Then you're going to want to push. You're going to be very careful. You're going to want to be very careful. And you can peel it once you've gotten a little bit off. But you're going to, I think the best way to start is to start from a side where it's thicker. So away from like thin stuff like that. See, thin stuff like that, it could tear easily and it makes it harder to get off. But here, you start with the thick stuff. Now, I'd recommend pulling it because that leaves less residue. So we got one of these big, thicker stickers off. So let's get this sticker off. And see what I said about like not doing it in the areas where it's smaller, but let's try it like this. Let's try this thicker area, wider area, and peel the rest off here. What about thinner stickers, like the ones that aren't so much like the ones that are more paper instead of like plastic? Well, these are a bit different. You go like this, and you can pull, but it's going to tear a little bit because it's made of crappier material. But this plastic razor blade, we get plenty of opportunities to go at it. As you can see here, we haven't scratched it. And the same goes with this Turtle Beach sticker. Now the problem is eventually these start to lose their grip and you're going to want to peel it. So we've got all 4 stickers off the laptop. There's a big elephant in the room right now. You know what that is? This residue. This residue right here. Don't know if you can see this, but I'll just put up to the camera. You can see there's sticker residue here. there is some sticker residue on here, on this part of the laptop. But there's an easy fix to this sticker residue, and that is some Goo Gone. So now it's time to show you my loadout for taking care of this residue, which is left behind. We've got some Goo Gone right here. You can get this at a lot of stores. Works amazing. Unlike Goof Off, this doesn't damage plastic finish, but it leaves some residue behind. So this is what we're going to clean the residue up with. LA's totally awesome. There's a lot of stuff you can clean up the residue with, but this is my go-to cleaner, and I use it all the time, especially for stuff like this. And some paper towels, because why not? So I'm going to show you how I do it. How to clean laptops like a pro. So, first things first, it's set to on. So we're going to, can't see it very well, but it's set to on. So how I do it is I like to squeeze this bottle very softly. Try to get just drops out. Now this laptop, it's flat, so we can just drop and keep it contained. But on slanted ones, you might want to wipe it up afterwards a bit more. So we're going to get this on here, get it on all the gunk. It started to squirt. You gotta be careful because you don't want to squirt too many places. I'll tell you that. And this can be very hard to get. But this bottle thankfully didn't squirt too much. So, yeah. You gotta let this sit for a while. So, I'm gonna go to the watch and let it sit for about 2 minutes. About maybe 3 minutes. Let this sit for 3 minutes and come back. So now that 3 minutes have passed, you're gonna want to try pushing this in. My camera obviously didn't start recording when I wanted it to, but you're just gonna, I'll just recreate it. You're basically gonna go to where the Goo Gone was, and what you're gonna then do after it's sat for a few minutes is you're gonna get some paper towels, and you're gonna wipe. And you're gonna need a lot of elbow grease to do this because, as you can see, as you can probably see, don't know if you can see, but even though I'm pushing, this stuff really can take a while to come off. There's still some residue here, residue here, residue there. So you're going to have to really wipe with some good old elbow grease. Sometimes even with this. And you know what? This is only doing so much. You gotta really put that elbow grease in it. Just keep on grinding it away, hoping that one day it'll actually come out. You really gotta work that elbow grease in here when you're working on these. I'll tell you that much. And that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna keep on wiping. And then you're gonna ask yourself, in between times when you're just frustrating trying to get these stickers off, you're gonna ask yourself this. You're gonna ask yourself as you wipe, and all this junk keeps coming off. Was it really worth it putting these on my laptop? You're going to ask yourself that as you struggle and you struggle and you struggle to get it off. Because you're really going to have to let it sit. You're really going to have to let it sit. This ain't coming off? Okay, we'll put a little bit more. Now this sticker on the corner, a lot less residue to deal with. A lot less residue to deal with, but still somewhat of a mess. That's for sure. But the mess is nearly done. Okay, I think we're nearly done with this. Let's find out. And I think we'll have to give it one last shot. Okay, let's come back in a few more minutes once it's done. Once I'm done with this stick. Alright, so I've let a few minutes pass, and it's time to give it another go at trying to push it off. One more try. Hopefully this should be everything. And after letting it sit for a few more minutes, I can happily say, there we go, for the most part. I mean, there's a little bit of sticker residue here. But let's do this. It's a bit harder to get off with the plastic razor blade, but for the most part, other than that part with the residue to begin with, it's mostly off. So, yeah. And sadly, unless you really want to work all day at it, it looks good enough. Nobody's going to know what stickers were there beforehand. So now it's time for part 2. First thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe down anything it might have come in contact with. And then we're going to spray at least Wholly Awesome. You can get this at Dollar Tree. And we're going to wipe it down. And this gets the residue off, basically. It gets all the residue, the gunk off, because we're done using Goo Gone. So, gets the residue off it, so it doesn't feel all oily for the next owner of the computer. But we're going to wipe all around, back, side, even underneath it a little bit, because some got there, and it's a bad idea to wipe when it's on a filthy surface. But when you don't have tables, you gotta use what you gotta use. And you're gonna want to wipe this stuff off too, because it leaves its own residue, but nowhere near as bad as Goo Gone. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. And as you can see, by the time we're done, it's actually gone. Now that I've done the final wipe, it's mostly gone. I don't see any traces of sticker residue, and it's already clean to begin with in the inside, so we open it up and it looks pretty nice inside. Keyboard was a bit meh in general, but This won't be a bad laptop if forever gets it, that's for sure. So yeah, took a while, a lot of blood, sweat, tears it felt like. But once I did the final wipe, I'm hard pressed to even find where my stickers were. I'm trying to eyeball it. I can't really find out where they were. So yeah, that's how you clean a laptop from stickers. That's all that needs to be said, gamers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.